Who's this Jimmy? Who are you talking about? Jimmy Witherspoon?
Nobody knew who he was.
Lewis.
Jimmy. Who's this Jimmy?
Lewis.
Jimmy.
Who's this Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Who's this Jimmy?
Lewis.
Who's this Jimmy?
Just skip on.
That's okay. We recorded the whole show. It's all recording right then. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't turn the mic off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Technical difficulties. Wait. Oh, it's Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. I'm Jimmy. I'm here live on your number one world-renowned rated best show ever, Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. This is a motorcycle and motorcycle product related questions podcast where I answer any question you have on the spot to help you out. So anyways, welcome to the show. I'm coming to you live from my other house. See, you can tell it's my other house because it's decorated nice. It's not the studio. I don't actually live at this house. My wife does. So it's really nice. So anyways, we'll do the usual things. We have a submission for Roosterendo brought to you by Moto. And of course, this show would not be possible without the support of Yamaha. So good to have them on board. I am working off a single screen, although there is another screen here and I know I could connect to it, but I just got done riding a bicycle and I didn't do any show prep. None whatsoever. I was actually pretty amazed that I could get this thing set up. And if you watch the intro, you noticed I didn't turn the mic off. So you would know that, well, I'm not going to repeat it. So anyways, surround sound, top notch on Facebook. Oh, good. I guess somebody heard the conversation earlier. We were trying to, I found out there's an extra light. Heather has a light maybe for when she does her, Heather, do you have a podcast? Do you have a podcast? No. She claims she doesn't have a podcast. So, what kind of person doesn't have a podcast? Okay, so we will answer your motorcycle product related questions. This show is not possible without the help of Yamaha. Companies like Bulletproof Designs, Fasst Company, Tugger Straps. Who else is helping us out these days? DDC Sprockets, always. They were our first sponsor. And you know what? Someone sent me, it's in my studio back in Nevada. Somebody sent me Pabst Blue Ribbon goggles. And they're Moto goggles. They're actually over the goggle Moto goggles, which I don't wear glasses, but maybe they're trying to tell me something. So that showed up. That was pretty cool. What else have I been doing? Riding the Yamaha WR125 and amazed at how much fun it is. Heather, was that a fun bike?
Yes.
Yes. Heather says it was a fun bike. We almost got
to 10,000.
Almost made it to 10,000 feet. Got 9,800 and something. Really close. And then the road that we were using to get up that high just kind of petered out. And it was fun. So pretty amazing that a bike that's that underpowered. Oh, we're gonna get Heather on the show. Look at this. I'm gonna scoot over and make her. Wait, you have to do a proper.
Clothes on.
I have to do a. You have your clothes on. I have to do a proper introduction. Just relax. I don't have an extra camera or anything like that. What'd you do? You got a little something.
Yeah, I have a grapefruit.
We've got a tequila.
Sundrift.
We got a tequila for tonight as well. All the other things. So yeah, leave your messages in the chat. I'm gonna look right here and see how we're doing. Mike Kamet says, do Fasst Company dampen bars help with old guy hand wrist numb issues?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. Heather says yes. I say yes. I know they do because I had career-ending wrist injuries. And that's one of my big problems is that if I don't have... Like the way I like to run my forks, I like to run them stiff so I have good feel. It's really hard on my wrists. And when I have a stiff handlebar, or a normal handlebar, really, it beats the crap out of my wrists. And all you have to do is take your hand, and if this were the handlebar, and you had a normal handlebar and you have a Fasst Company handlebar, you just drop your hand like this. Just go like this. do with a normal one and walk to a Fasst Company bar and do the same thing. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Okay, welcome to the show. They asked for her last week on the show. This is my wife, Heather Lewis. She's the one that supports me in the lifestyle I've become accustomed to. I'll put the light. I'll get the light.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
there we go. You'll get used to it.
Hello, where's my hand? Hello.
Yeah, it's backwards on the screen here.
Yeah.
So if you have questions about,
You stole my drink.
oh, well, how did I steal your drink?
I don't know.
Okay, if you have questions about motorcycles and motorcycle-related products, Heather answers them. She knows the difference between a blue one and a yellow one and an orange one. Right? Yep.
Oh, and red.
And red.
Yes,
Yep.
yeah.
The red ones too.
Yeah.
You've had all those.
I've ridden all of them.
You had a white one. When I met you.
I had a KDX 200 when I met you.
No.
Or did I have a Husky 250?
You had a Husky 250.
I was 14 years old on a Husky 250. My dad gave it to me as a I don't have enough money, so I'll give my old bike to you so you can ride it.
He gave it to you as a babysitter.
Yeah, as a babysitter, pretty much. Yes.
So you've been riding percentage-wise of your life more than me.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. No, for sure. Because I think you were started a little bit younger.
I started when I was 8 on a motorcycle. Or on a quad. I was on, ATC.
Don't tell anybody. Don't say that out loud.
I was on an ATC.
Yeah.
With the big round tires.
Three-wheeler. Three-wheeling's a good feeling.
A good feeling.
Yeah. So, get back to Mike Kamet's questions. He says, that difference of steel and aluminum, good to know. So, there's a different feel, like between steel handlebars and aluminum handlebars and bars with crossbars and tapered bars and there's so many different feels, double wall, twin walls. They have all these different things. And yeah, so the Flex have the thing, and then different bar mounts have different feels. I've used pretty much all of them. There's a brand new one out that seems more like a copy of the Mako 360. I haven't used that one yet. But I've been seeing some posts about it, so I can't really tell you until I try it. But I have an understanding of kind of how they work and stuff like that. So, what does Dave Ritter T7X say? Right there.
Yes, finally some class on this show. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I don't. Yeah.
Hi, Dave Donnelly.
Dave Donnelly says, any idea where Skylar Howe will go since he's off HRC? And Dave says hi to Heather as well. No, I don't know where Skylar is going. I don't know if he's going anyplace. I'm pretty sure he's still one of the fastest desert racers in the world.
Yeah, an excellent rider. Yeah,
and he's just I think Honda is, they're trying, they want to win. They don't want a second or third place guy. And gone are the days when they need like water boys or support riders or stuff. The rally scene has changed since my day, and they don't care about second place in the podium. I know this. All they want to do is win. And maybe they just didn't see that in Skylar. And he's getting older. He's been doing it for a while, and but I suspect you'll see him doing stuff. I mean, whether another rally team picks him up or he starts doing some stuff back over here, or I'm not 100% sure, but I kind of heard that he's already getting Navigator offers in the 4-wheel side. So motorcycle guys are always really good at doing that. So, but no, I don't have any specific things. Someone named JB Black says, you want to read that question?
Does Heather have any luminol? I'm fresh out.
Okay, so for those what's luminol?
Luminol is what you spray on the surface to identify if there's a blood stain left behind.
How does Jerry know this?
I don't know.
Yeah. So she's a scientist.
Yes.
I'm not a scientist. I don't even point. I pointed at her.
We don't use luminol. We actually do use luminol. I've used it once before in a vehicle examination. but we have to mix it up beforehand, and then we spray it on the surface. But you have to be really quick, because when you have to photograph the evidence and see if there's luminol there. But it has shown that, blood left behind at the scene, and if there's been major murders where it's just like the movies. Everything in forensics is like the movies.
It's just like the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, underlit. He wants a yes or no answer.
Okay, Mr.
The guy that talks just to talk, and he made a living talking about. Hey, by the way, I don't have any of his poetry. I'd read it right now, and I'm horrible at that. But go watch the old Motor World 2 episodes and then critique. If you watch it, because now you can comment on it, and before you just got to yell at your TV set. So you should probably go on the comments of the Motor World 2 videos and critique the whole thing, kind of like you can do on this show. Like on this show you can comment about anything that you want to, and then if you put questions in the comments, I answer them about your motors. Even if you want to learn how to be a little bit of a better rider, I might allegedly, and her especially, can really teach you how to ride better. She can't ride as good as you, but she can tell you what you're doing wrong, right?
Yeah.
Yes. But you still ride.
Yeah,
Why do you ride?
I ride because it's fun.
Okay. You ride to go take photos.
I do ride to go take photos.
It's the best way to get to the good location.
It's the best way to get to a location that no one has taken a picture of before.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've been to places that literally no one has been for a long time.
Yep.
So.
Motor World 2 now on YouTube. Okay, that's a paid sponsor thing. I'm not cheap. This show, we're well sponsored. I mean, the dollars come in the don't tell her, because she might want some of the millions that come in. But the sponsor, Motor World 2 now on YouTube. You should go watch it. Don't hang up on this show, but go watch it over there. Again, leave comments, share it, tell your friends. It's funny because there's all this Moto 90s buzz and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. This was the Moto 90s. This was the raw and unfiltered, and it was done there. They didn't have to remake anything. So I'm getting paid with large bags of cash that usually have a T-shirt stuffed on the
to make up for all the space that the cash should have made.
No, the T-shirts are cool.
Yeah.
Nobody else has T-shirts like I have.
Oh no, they are cool.
Yeah. So
they are cool.
Fuck you, cool. Fucking cool. Kids, don't say that out loud.
Hi, Jen Morton.
Let's see. The Gary Drummond. What does he say?
The mini horses look too small to ride. That was what the motorcycles are for.
Well, I posted.
He's talking about, I think, behind us.
Oh.
Up there, the mini horse, right?
No, I don't think you can see that because it's
covered
by the thing.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about. I put a post that I'm switching it up to mini horses.
Oh.
Remember? Were you at Ricky's?
No, I wasn't.
You weren't at Ricky's when they brought the mini horses
to the river? I wasn't there. No.
Oh, they brought mini horses down to the river, and so I took a picture with the mini horses.
The donkeys?
Yeah, you didn't. Don't you follow me on FaceSpace?
No, I don't.
Spaces or whatever they are.
Sorry.
I had a picture. I did a picture of my Husaberg.
Oh.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start doing more posts where I say I love you a lot on the Facebook.
Please don't. Hi, Marco. Thank you.
Oh wait, what does Marco say?
He says, Heather, you look great. Much better motorcycle rider than Jimmy.
Oh. So, okay. If you have real motorcycle and motorcycle related, product related questions, you can put those in the chat. I'm going to go into our YouTube comments and see what people are saying about all our videos. If you're listening to this as a podcast and you're probably going, God, well, no, you're not going, gosh, because like in the future, which is the present right now, I haven't uploaded this podcast for like 3 episodes, so like 4 weeks, because I'm lazy.
You're busy.
I'm lazy and I don't work very much. I just hang out and sometimes I work on motor. I just sit around and work on Husabergs. Yeah. And go riding. So I don't get much stuff done. Yeah. But yeah.
Hi, Phil.
Yeah, all your friends are showing up to the show.
Yes,
Did you
that's
Did you
nice.
put it on your YouTubes or
Nope,
Insta channels?
I didn't.
Nope. So if you're listening to this and you wonder why I can only do so much uploading at certain times, and a lot of times I'm off grid, but I get it done, and they'll all go up there. So if you're listening to this right now and you go, how do I comment or whatever? Just leave comments in the chats, comment on our videos. If you're watching the old ones, and a lot of times you're watching on a TV and you can't comment, there's this email. It's called jimmy@dirtbiketest.com. You can ask your questions there, and I don't necessarily get back to. I'm putting it on the show tonight, and that's where I answer the questions most of the time. But we do have a Roosterendo brought to you by Taco Moto. I think I might go right to that. There's probably some guy in Hawaii that's sitting in a lifeguard tower right now that's really excited to see what I do with this. This isn't the Hi Heather show.
Yes, it is. Hi.
This isn't the Hi Heather show. If you want to say hi to Heather, go ahead and say hi to Heather. I mean,
You're making him jealous.
Jealous?
Yeah.
Oh, because you're getting
all the attention.
Ask her a motorcycle question.
I'll tell you what color it is.
Yeah. What's the difference? How do you know the difference between a 2-stroke and a 4-stroke?
The pipe.
Get your wives to watch this show, and then she'll give them all the key answers. Because
you know who's a really good motorcycle enthusiast and representative for the industry is Jennifer Morton.
Mm-hmm.
I think I look up to her.
Hey, one of the questions I have right here, it was on my the one first question I was going to answer that came from the Facebooks. That thing, got to adjust that thing.
Oh.
Hold on, there's too many wires and plugs going here. This isn't my normal studio, so there's like 1/4 of the wires, and it works better this way. So the question was, it was like, hey, I'm looking for pits at Vegas to Reno, which is actually Reno to Vegas. What do I do? Baja Bound Moto.
Yeah.
Call Tim Morton at Baja Bound. And I'm sure that our Roosterendo entrant will, because that was a Baja Bound Moto production, getting Mike. Well, I got the bike, and then I said, you go to these people, and he had a very successful trip. So, yeah, that's the answer to that question. If you're doing Reno to Vegas, go to Baja, and they're even doing support of the money grab. I mean the money grab. I mean the pre-run that they're doing. You know, you can pre-run the Vegas to Reno course for $2,300.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought we got rid of doing that.
Thank you, Tim. Finally, some talent on the show.
Oh, great. Okay, Gary Drummond has a real question.
Okay, does HRC run X or RX bikes for their Dakar bikes?
Well, I'll tell you that they run no, they don't. Well, so HRC, they have factory rally bikes that are more like a MotoGP bike. It is hand built,
custom.
The motor is something that you would not recognize. The old, well, I don't, because I see them, so I'm not even going to talk about exactly what, because I don't know what I can.
Top secret.
Well, it's their top secret. They're full. It's like a MotoGP bike. The engines in the factory, the one that Ricky Brabeck and Skylar Howes and Adrian Van Beveren and Tasha Sharina rode, are full on works bikes. Crazy. The bikes that Preston Campbell and Martin Ventura rode, those are based off of a X, and they're an X. That means 6-speed bottom end with an R top end. So kind of like if Johnny Campbell were to build you a bike you wanted to race Vegas, Torino, or Baja on, it's a similar motor package to that. But it's just they're taking the 6-speed gearbox with the race top end, because it's a race bike, and then it's the standard. I don't know if the chassis is. I don't know exactly what the chassis is, whether it's X or RX, but it's a combination. It's all kind of production parts, and that's the one. That bike costs about $45,000, and it all has handmade tanks. That's the one, that's over in the shop too, Preston. That's the one Preston's racing. So that's the one Preston rode the other day when we were doing stuff.
So Dave Donnelly says, I have some old Cycle World mags if you're interested. I just heard they're winding down. Hello. Hi, Donnelly.
So the interesting. Cycle World's winding down. I think they've been winding down since.
Well, they actually came back and they had a really nice style, like hipster kind of clean modern
So they're
style.
not going to print anymore.
Yeah, they might not be printing. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I haven't been paying much attention.
My mom bought it actually because she liked the photography in it, and she would always save them and send to me and say, "Hey, check these photos out."
Huh. Well, Kevin Cameron's still very active, and that guy is always worth reading. If you want to learn about, if you want to have crazy technology explained in very simple terms, but to a high level, he was a mentor of mine, and he helped me be a much better articulating how mechanical things worked. He realized that I was confident and I had a good feel, and he taught me how to explain myself much better.
So made you a better test rider. Or
not
to articulate the process, or what was it? What you were testing?
He just taught me how to explain things in more clear and definite terms.
Yeah. And
it was awesome to be able to work with that guy. That was back when I was at Cycle World magazine in the early 2000s. Yeah, early
90s,
2000s.
Late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, so Dave, let me know. I might be interested in
hi, Jenny.
Everybody wants to say hi. See, I told you it'd be a big hit. If this is the best rated show ever, okay, first of all, Jerry's going to be very upset. Especially since you didn't, he wanted to know if you could get him some of that stuff to identify the blood stains. Luminol. And then, what does George want to know? George has a question here. It's right there. It's that one.
Heather, what do you consider a good ride? And do you see Jimmy being on that ride? Tough question. So my riding style has changed since I've had multiple surgeries, neck surgery, back surgery, 2 knee replacements. So I don't like to get bounced around a lot and bounced on the bike very much. So I enjoy adventure bike riding. I like fast roads, technical roads, not slow adventure bike riding, but comfortable pace. I like riding Baja style, like with Jen Morton when I ride in the Hooters on Scooters ride. That's always fun. I like deep forest, loamy ground, like turns.
Doesn't everybody?
Yeah, turns and
no hoops.
No hoops at all. I don't like hoops. Mm-hmm. I have some friends who love hoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like hoops.
Some people.
Yeah, because I think I just don't like to get tossed around. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah,
hi, Gary.
She's not bionic. She's like just got some replacement parts.
Yes, replacement parts. Lots of replacement parts. But I'm doing pretty good for all those parts.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you ride better. Mm-hmm. Before, you were a wreck because it was painful. Everything was painful, and your knees always.
The knees are definitely
arthritic.
We're really good modification to the body.
Yeah, if you want to know about body modifications, talk to Heather. Yeah, I don't do the body. I modify my motorcycles, not my body. Try to keep I do some tuning to my motorcycles, so I don't have to tune my body. So. Awesome. Well, let's see what other things. Oh, so tonight the tequila on the show. Cheers to our buddy Mark Daniels, who's no longer with us, but he's up there watching Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. I wish he could comment from up there because he always puts some good comments in the show. This is Heather's shot glass, and I wish I could put it. It's crooked.
It's so the surface is an angle. My friend from work made these for us. When I worked in alcohol, it's called Forensic Alcohol Section, where we test blood for the presence of alcohol. She made this for us as a Christmas gift.
Yeah, it's so weird. It looks like your glass is tipping over whenever. I can't, I don't have a table here. I put it on the table.
Here, use your phone.
It sets like this.
Put your phone up.
Okay, I put your phone like that. There, it's that.
You
see,
still
it looks
can't
straight.
See it.
Yeah, it doesn't. The camera doesn't do it. Thing. But anyways, Loma Azul tonight. This Gran Reposado. My buddy Chris Parker from Rottweiler turned us on to this in a blind taste testing, and we're gonna share. It has your initials on the thing. But it's a really good. Hey, I put the Low Sundays on the show a couple times too. I haven't uploaded those episodes, but I got to get it. Heather almost got me a tequila sponsor. So, okay, you get to have some.
So here's to Mark Daniels.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Salute. You have it.
No.
I'll have some. We got to go get a burrito too. I'll excuse you from the show because I might need to eat. Okay, so I'm gonna go to. I was gonna go to the YouTube comments to get the answers to some questions, but let me tell you that me figuring out where everything is here on this screen, I should have hooked up to that screen over there and got the things going.
There's no camera on that screen.
Well, I know, but I could have it sitting here, and then I could have this whole thing over there.
Yeah.
And then it would be this would be better. I don't know where. I think it'll pop up. Oh, here it is. It's right over here in this. There it is there. Okay. Here we go. So if you commented on some of our YouTube videos, making the 2026 YZ450X vet friendly for racing, what is 2UZFZ434 say?
Well, for a do everything desert bike, does this beat the YZ250X?
When you're talking about desert, the 450 always beats.
Oh, that's 450. I thought that was the bike we rode this weekend.
No, we rode a WR120.
Yeah.
We rode a blue one. You're right. You're on the right path because it was blue. These are all blue. No.
I don't see. You're reading some other question. I don't see the question you're reading for.
Oh, I know. This is the video.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the video.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. So
sorry. I don't know how to read these.
So Trevor makes these videos.
Okay.
And then he puts and then people reply to him.
I'm sure they're really good. I just haven't seen them.
They're stupid motorcycle videos. There's
I'm
blue ones,
sorry.
and we do a video about a red one. And then remember Brent Farrell?
Yeah.
He's in some of the videos.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's an official. He's our tall test rider.
Tall boy.
So he's talking about YZ250X. So he's talking about the two-stroke for a do everything desert bike. At that point, it's like, I mean, when you go to desert, you're starting to talk about fast, and fast usually requires horsepower, and then a YZ250 two-stroke. Well, yeah, they're fast, but they're not
pipey. They're
not as versatile. I don't think it beats the YZ250X. I think it does. I think it does beat the YZ250X. But at a Grand Prix, that two-stroke might be okay. It might be okay. So if you so in our proof you don't need a $12,000 race bike to compete, Trevor Hunter took a KLX 300 and rode a National Hare and Hound, and SMD 28101 says,
would love to see you pimp that bike out and see how high you can place.
Okay, so this is the problem that we run into with the bikes like a KLX 300 or a Honda CRF 300. And I saw a really sweet, when I was in Wyoming, I saw a really sweet CRF 300 CRF 300X or L or R. I don't know which one it is. I can't keep track of all the naming hierarchy. But when you start down the path with those kind of bikes, what you're trying to make is a KX250F, or you're trying to, with the Honda, you're trying to make a CRF 450 or CRF 250 RX. You're trying to make one of those, and you'd be so much better off by just learning how to ride that play bike, dual sport bike, family bike. Learn to ride its stability, and then move up to the proper bike. And if necessary, it'd be a lot easier to detune the race one as opposed to just dumping exponential dollars into pimping out the bike. You imagine like trying to, like the WR125 we rode, trying to turn that into a race bike.
Yeah, no.
But I want to put better tires on it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get some Pirellis, especially the front.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some MT21s on it.
Yeah.
And I think that'll help it out a bunch. I'm thinking about trying to slip on exhaust to just give it a little
bit more pep.
a little more throttle response and stuff like that. And after that, I don't know, maybe wider foot pegs. Oh, and then handlebars.
Yeah, a little taller handlebar. That's the only one I would say a tall handlebar would be
taller
good.
handlebars,
yeah.
And for us a taller seat.
Yeah, a taller seat.
Yeah. So we just started talking about stuff. We just added $2,000 to a $5,000 bike.
Yeah.
And you see where this goes, and we haven't even gotten into major modifications. This is just sort of stuff to make us a little bit happier.
But I think you can keep the suspension on that one.
The
stiffness was really good. It kept it really stable.
Yeah. See, she's a good evaluator.
Yeah.
Tim
Coatman 9811.
How about a segment with Heather photos? Oh, here we go. I told you. With Heather. Oh, no, he's not talking about photos of you. I thought he was like, I think all guys are a bunch of creeps.
No, he wants my photos that I sell.
Yeah. She has really, she's not a photographer. She's an artist.
Yes, I'm an artist.
She has really nice photos. You know what? I could pimp your photos on here. Can I get a commission?
Sure. It goes right back to the pot.
We're not gonna pimp out a KLX 300. We're gonna pimp out Heather's photos, and I'll get a cut.
So you can go to meiraki.art.
Okay, spell that.
MERAKI.art. That's my website.
Oh yeah, I could put it up in the chat.
Yeah.
But then it's like nobody pays attention. Tim Cromwell has a question. 2017
Husqvarna. Wait. Oh no, I was too young. 27. I rode a Husqvarna. That was my first bike.
Yeah.
FE501 had an issue with the rear brake locking up. Per your suggestion, discovered there was a little bit too much fluid in the line and there was not enough play in the rear brake.
Awesome. So he's getting back. Okay.
So did he do the trick where you put your knee into the caliper and bleed it out?
That wouldn't have worked because his pedal was too high and not allowing it to back, when it back bleed because to let the See, she knows. It's an open system, but he had the pedal adjust to the point where it couldn't flow, so that line pressure would heat up when that caliper would drag. It would heat up and then it'd expand and it couldn't bleed back into the reservoir. And so we talked about it. It was a time when we got a lot of at that time we had some really smart people in the chat. They're also talking about maybe the reservoir was too full, all these different things. And we got back to him.
It sounds like a little too much fluid in the line and there was not enough play. Yeah.
And I like that people, when they come back and they say, hey, the suggestion helped.
And it's nice to hear,
success.
Actually what you saw.
Right.
So thank you.
Oh, Tim wants photos from races too.
Oh, I don't really have many photos from races.
Not a race photographer. I used to make her shoot photos.
But no, it's good. Like, he's always made me do stuff, but I have to admit it did help.
Yeah. She's not a great action photographer.
I do okay.
No, not a great motorcycle. What do we do? Like not, you can shoot races fine.
Yes.
Like you can shoot race action, but it's funny because but your stuff doesn't look like everybody else's stuff because it's artsy. It's artsy, yeah. But when you shoot like when we're doing bike tests, stuff, it's just, for you, it's boring. I think.
I'm not good at the static stuff. I'm not good at like shooting. Jimmy goes, go shoot the statics on this bike. And it's like saying, go shoot the wall.
Yes. Thanks. Oh, you should help out the people that send us Rooster Ender submissions.
Oh,
you should.
I could help.
People shoot down on their bike. They shoot. They turn the bike into I don't know. They're the worst photos ever. And then they want $100 for it. By the way, Rooster Endo is brought to you by Taco Moto. That's tacomoto.co. If you are interested in tuning up your bike, go to Takamoto. They bring you Rooster Endo. We're going to get to that. We've got one Rooster Endo, and you know what that means.
Did you get back to the guy who won the last Rooster Endo last week? You said that you were going to get back to him.
I did. Okay, yeah, I got back to him. I think I did. So don't think I'm just putting this camera angle so I look more prominent in the photos. It's just the way that we're working with a portable computer studio. Got some more questions in the chat that keep them coming. Hola from San Felipe Bob.
Hello.
Yeah. It says, Bob says, my feed is not matching the audio. Jimmy just drank a shot while talking. I can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, don't usually I talk after I shoot.
I don't know.
So,
sorry, Bob.
Yeah. What is North Shore Skipper?
Worried the 350 will be too similar to the 500, but sure.
Oh, wait, no, you got to start with it. Start in the top question.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm gonna.
Hi, Jimmy and Heather. I have a 500 EXCF.
That's orange.
Okay, that's orange. Thank you, KTM. And looking to get a second bike. I'm considering a 350 EXCF or a 300 XCW. Riding single track and some wide open dual sport. Nothing too technical. Sounds like me.
Okay, go, keep going.
Worried the 350 will be too similar to the 500, but not sure I'm a two-stroke guy. Unable to test ride in my area. What would you suggest for a second ride? Thanks. I like 500.
Okay.
But I also like the 350.
So wait a minute. You got to. So in answering these questions, you've got to establish yourself.
Okay.
You've got to say. You have to say since.
Do I have to puff up my chest?
Yeah, a little bit. You got to puff up your chest, and you got to say since I have 7 KTM 500s of different eras. Yeah, you can say that.
Since I have several KTM 500s, orange bikes.
7. You have at least 7 of them.
Okay, I have 7.
KTM 500s.
And I've had
4.
I have how many?
4
300s or 350s?
350s.
I have 4 350s.
Yeah.
Those are the ones. Those are the smaller ones, but they are beefy. No, not beefy. They're revvy. They're
revvy.
better. They're good. I like them.
And you have
2. How many? You have 2 300s.
2. Yeah.
Okay. I do not pay attention to the number on the bike or the letters, so I apologize. All I know.
Okay, so you can answer that as good as I can.
All I know is that the 500 is really good for dual sporting because it's got good torque. You don't have to wind it out when you're going on dirt roads.
So he has, that's what he has, and he's looking to get the second bike. So he's trying to decide between the 350 and the 300.
I know that, so I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'll
guys.
just drink more tequila and shut up.
The 350 and the 300. Which one's the? All I know is the 350 and the 300 don't really feel much different to me. I don't know. Which one's the fuel injected one? Is that
They all are.
They all are now.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we go. He can have so many bikes. Oh
you're
gosh.
a factory rider.
I'm a factory rider.
You're like one of those spoiled, rotten little kids that just daddy.
I don't know what
just
I have.
Rolls the bike out and he's like, "Well, this one's a super mini and this one's a stock class bike and this." I mean, we're not lighting money on fire over here, but we got a lot of motorcycles, Heather.
But it's all because they've been for our tour, for our company, and all that kind of stuff.
You don't have to make an excuse. Yeah. You just bought them.
Yeah. So bikes just show up in the garage. I don't even know we purchased them.
Well, we like to have his and hers matching sets. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Back to your question.
So 350. So 350 and 300. So you're 2-stroke versus 4-stroke. The bikes both feel about the same weight. It's like the 300, and here's the biggest thing. And when we go more technical trail riding, what do I put you on?
The 300.
The 300.
Because it's smaller or a little. It feels lighter.
And it's torquier.
Torquier.
It's torquier and smoother.
Yes, yeah.
The 350 you really can't ride it at super low RPMs. Where the 300 you can ride it at super low RPMs.
Yeah, and I like to lug bikes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So you're not much of a 350 rider other than if we're going to do technical trails and we're going to do more longer distance, like more dual sporty stuff. That's when the 350 comes out because the 500 is too much on the technical trails for you.
Yes. Yeah, very much so.
I'm just explaining this because I'm a mechanic.
Yes.
And her factory rider.
My support crew.
And the bike. I try to put her on the right bike most of the time. So it kind of depends. You know, if I had a 500 and I was looking at a second bike, I would 100% go to the 300 2-stroke because then you have a completely different type of it's a different sensation. It is torquey like the 500. I mean, if you really like revving bikes, then go 350. But if you like torquing something, the 300, and then it's just that 2-stroke, and it's got more power than the 500.
I think it feels like a 4-stroke. I think that's why I have a hard time feeling the difference between the bike, because the 300 feels like a 4-stroke to me.
Yeah.
So I don't notice that it's a 2-stroke. So it's really hard. It's a 4-stroke.
No, it has the big pipe, Heather.
It's got the big pipe. Okay. So it's a 2-stroke. Sorry.
Well, here, so
I'm
in
not
the old,
drunk, I promise.
in the old days, 2-strokes were pipey and 4-strokes were torquey.
So that's what I
And
that's
it's
what
switched.
I remember.
Now 4-strokes are more pipey and more
Okay.
throttle response, and 2-strokes are smoother.
Are smoother.
Yeah.
So okay.
That's a
I think
big.
that's what's made me so confused.
Just go
It's
shoot photos. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we're gonna go back. These are good questions. So North Shore Skipper. Hopefully that answers your question. I'm gonna say 300 for the second ride. What would you say? You have a 500. What would you want? A 350 or 300?
I would say the two-stroke.
Two-stroke.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Unanimous decision.
Yeah.
Because husbands and wives always agree.
Yeah, but I think I like the 300 better for that. If I had just the option of getting a second bike from the 500, I would get the 300.
Okay. Answered. Trent Zimmerman. He's asking for a friend. E-line versus P3 carbon covers. So I've used both of them. They seem to be both pretty good. They're both really good, actually, if you're looking for carbon covers. I'm gonna go E-line because that is a Fuck You hardcore member. And E-line was Kevin Hines. Remember Kevin Hines?
Yeah.
It was Kevin's company, and I'm drawing it. Can you imagine that I can't remember someone's name?
No.
No, I remember everybody's name all the time. It's it just flashed in front of me. Anyways, E-line,
okay. He's going through menopause.
E-line, menopause.
Menopause.
It's where I've been told I can't buy any more motorcycles, especially Husabergs.
It's the pause.
That's the menopause.
Pause on buying bikes.
So anyways, I would lean towards E-line, just basically kind of friend loyalty sort of things. And if I remember his name, if Jerry was still watching this thing, he would chime in and tell me. So and Jennifer Morton explains. Oh, well, so
Where's
George says, I like the 500-300 combo. What does Jennifer Morton say?
Jen says 300 is a 2-stroke. I vote that, so he has one of each.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
We have
Jen. She knows more than me about bikes.
Marion LE9 whatever.
Marionville 9669. CRF 450R, I bet, hold on. CRF 450RL, best ECU for a 46-year-old man. Don't want to lose too much mileage too. Vortex or reflash.
So, Marianne, this is a perfect question for Takamoto. This is where you would call them up and ask them that question, because they do a lot of this stuff. They spend a lot of times. If you have a 450 RL, the Honda, I always when people say I want to get an ECU, I always ask why. Like, what are you trying to solve? So I don't care your age. I don't care. I understand the mileage, because I mean mileage is a big thing with stock ECUs. That's one of their. So the stock ECU, number one on a compliant bike, has to pass emissions. That's its primary focus. It's not performance. It's pass emissions. Then number two is get good mileage, because that's a selling point, especially on a bike you're going to ride on the street. So you want to keep one of those things. You're going to lose mileage going to a different ECU. But I want to know why you want the ECU. Like, what is your main objective? And I'm not going to even lead you into the question, because I know if you tell me one thing, I'm going to say, yes, you need an ECU. And if you tell me another thing, I'm going to try to steer you away from it, because everybody knows on this show, like, I'm the cheapest screw that there is, but if it's something I really want, I spend the money.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure I'm not just jumping off a cliff when I do that.
Yeah.
Gary Drummond likes a modern 250F for single track. And Mike McHale says
500 is great for the limited mainland riding I have done. 2-stroke 300 is go to for home.
Which is Hawaii hardcore.
And then Shaka.
Yeah, Shaka. Threw a Shaka in there. I have to throw it up
They
higher.
do have hardcore trails in Hawaii. Like, fudge, man. That race that you did.
I told that story to somebody how I rode right underneath the last. I would have won. I rode right underneath the last checkpoint.
Yeah.
I have 2 really great Hawaii races that I've done. The Mauna Kea 200 and the Kauai Hare and Hound.
Yeah.
And Howleys do not win that. And I could have won both of them, but one time I got hungry and I rode into a checkpoint, a timekeeping checkpoint too early and got burnt on Mauna Kea. And then in Kauai, I saw my photographer and I popped a wheelie and rode right underneath the checkpoint that would have given me the win. I would have one more checkpoint than everybody else. But
so you went from first
to
seventh. Fifth or seventh.
Yeah. So dumb. But
that's
hey,
okay.
I got the photo.
Yeah,
I wrote
really
my story for the
race.
magazine.
Yeah.
No, I had a great time. The Hawaii races are awesome. But yeah, Mike, we're going to get to you. Don't worry. We're going to get to you a little bit later because Roosterendo is coming up. So San Felipe Bob thinks the 300 2-stroke for sure because San Felipe Bob is a beta rider.
Yeah.
I don't know why we talk so much about like KTMs and betas and all this other stuff. I was actually talking about Fanics and AJPs today. But we talk about everything. And this show is brought to you by Yamaha. Yamaha sponsors and helps us with this show because they know that I will tell you the truth. That's why you should just go to your Yamaha dealer. And no matter what I say, just go buy a Yamaha. Yeah, that's it.
So Joe Bummy says, "Hey Jimmy, serious question here.
Oh,
why
serious?
Is the 500 EXC such a great bike with no competition?"
That's a great question. And in all honesty, I think it goes back to when Honda was making XR650L and Suzuki made DRZ 400 and Yamaha had like a TT 350 and these dual sport bikes were their own things. They were not based off race bikes, and KTM's philosophy was that ready to race, and they took their competition 4-strokes. Now KTM was making race enduro bikes, 4-stroke ones at the time when Honda was still making an XR and Suzuki's making a DRZ. Kawasaki didn't have anything in the 4-stroke realm at the time. So KTM had this racing 4-stroke and they're like, hey, we can make it street legal. So it was the old RFS and it was the old 450 and 520 and 520. Yeah, started as 520. They looked at the emissions and sound and stuff like that in all the different countries in the world markets, United States, Australia, all over Europe. And they said, hey, we can make this thing work. We may have to do some funny stuff, but if we put these lights on it and they put the minimum of everything they needed, figured out how to make a good muffler, figured out how to do it so that the throttle, they didn't have to do any funny ECU. They did some ECU stuff. But that's what led them down the path to get to the 500. And they realized, hey, we're selling a lot of these. The numbers weren't enough. And from what I understand, the numbers were not enough to even make Honda or Yamaha or Suzuki bat an eye because they're selling tons of these other things. And all of a sudden, this KTM 500 creeps up and it creeps up. And it makes these numbers. And it literally kind of got to the point where now they have to pay attention to it, but KTM's maintained such good, they were always skirting. I don't want to say skirting. They were skirting the regulations. I don't want to say skirting them because they were meeting the regulations. And when companies like Honda or Yamaha looked at that, they said that bike's illegal. It would not meet their criteria. And I know, for instance, like with Honda, if they took a KTM 500 and ran it through their durability testing that they do on their bikes that go on the street, it would fail because they have some tests and it just fails. I know this. doesn't fail KTM's durability standards. So they've been doing this for a long time, and they've learned a lot of stuff about it to build this bike that now is, and you've seen just over the years the stuff they've had to do to the mufflers, the stuff they've had to do to the air intake, the stuff they've had to do to the ECUs to make them, and they just keep playing the game. And Beta is working down this path, and as a smaller manufacturer, they are able to get away with some things that Honda or Yamaha couldn't, because the amount of street bikes that those companies brought over, because there's this group emissions testing and allotments, and it's a long-winded story that probably will never be explained as simply as I just put it.
I might have to grab that.
Okay, somebody has to go to work, I guess. Anyways, this show's going to go to crap now because I'm the only one doing it. If you have questions for Heather, I'll call her back over because she can't leave any place. So that, Joe, that's my serious answer for that. Robert Bermudez says, I just picked up a map switch for a 2025 Gas 300EX. When I put it in, do I have the tank off, or is it behind the number plate? Not too many videos on YouTube, but I've seen both. I'm not super 100% particularly familiar with exactly that bike, but I don't know where they have the I'll tell you what, if it's actually the map switch from Gas or KTM, there's only going to be one connector that it will fit into. Find that connector. If you can't find it behind the number plate, then take the gas tank off, because I've seen it where they'll bundle all the unnecessary wires in a bundle under the tank, and then sometimes they're bundled up in the headlight. Depends on the model and each one. So I don't know the specific answer, but I just told you the way I would figure it out. If it's not behind the headlight, get into the gas tank. And Marionville says, my CR450 first gear is really jerky in the woods, and that I want to have more control. Okay, so we're back to the CR450L question, and he talked about jerky throttle response. You, sir, will be a beneficiary of a different ECU. And I totally, so jerky throttle response, or I want more high RPM power are the two reasons that I would go to a different ECU on that particular bike. I don't have a whole lot of experience with the reflashes, or with I've ridden a bike with a Vortex on it, and in all honesty, the Vortex ones will smooth out the bottom end a little bit, but it really depends on when you start getting into this kind of the East Coast first gear jerky, and that has a tall first gear, by the way, depending on your gearing. Sometimes those ECUs aren't the best the way they're programmed stock. You want somebody that can fiddle with it. Here's where Takamoto can kind of come into the fray. They might have a different map that you can talk to them and explain to them what you're looking for, and they'll be way more versed on how that ECU flashing works out. I know that Johnny Campbell was just telling me that at JCR Honda, they have the ability now, through his JCR Speed Shop, they have the ability now to flash the ECUs, and we didn't go that much more deeper into it. We're looking at some ECUs, and it's like, oh yeah, I can flash these now, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I had the ability to flash some ECUs on some older bikes that I had, and I spent most of my time dialing in what you're talking about now, that initial low end kind of throttle response, because dynos, that's a riding feel, not a dyno thing that shows up. So yeah, go call Takamoto, takomoto.co, and tell them Jimmy at Dirt Bike Test sent you. That'll make it so that we can do more Rooster Endo segments. Gary Drummond has a question. Husqvarna Cagiva did a great job with their street legal bikes. Husky BMW beat KTM to the street with EFI. Good times. Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff. Husaberg killed it with the fuel injection, by the way. I'm still riding my 2008 Husaberg, the first fuel injected KTM. Checking the Guy late, where you at? Guy late. Victor, your typing indicates that you've had tequila. Oh, so this is what I'm having right now. Loma Azul. The light's getting harsh in here. I got to turn that thing down just a little bit. Let's see. That goes there. Loma Azul. This is a really good, not expensive, but probably one of the smoothest, best. This was my number one choice for many, many years. Maybe before somebody bought me $2,000 bottles of tequila. By the way, if you like this show and you want to show your support, you can send me a super expensive bottle of tequila. And then I will drink it on the show and I will toast you. Now, who the hell sent me the Pabst Blue Ribbon goggles? That's what I want to know. So you just never know. Oh, here we go. Gracias San Felipe. So, yep, Victor and San Felipe Bob are having a private chat, and George says, have Giggles come back on the show after she has a few more shots. And she just giggled away. She was busy. She had to go do some work. So, you want to hear? I got one for you.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh. Well, we got to go. We're gonna have to ride our bikes down and get a burrito after this show. Hey, well, a good tequila doesn't have to be expensive. That's what Victor from Mexico says. So
where am I?
Where are you?
Over there. Oh, there I am.
Oh, I changed the angle because I have to. It just gets crazy.
I
here.
need to move closer. There we go.
Okay. Okay. Back to our questions over here on the. We don't want to improve YouTube Studio. We want to read questions.
These are too small. Can you press Control Plus, please?
Control
Plus.
Plus. Where's the plus number? That's right here. There we go.
Thank you.
Wow.
Huh.
Secret
now. The secret numbers.
What does Riders Oregon 4474 say?
I can't really judge a bike for its stock suspension anymore. Just mod it for your needs. I think the Kawasaki wins because it's a decent bike for $700 or $7,000 out the door. The other ones are good to be about $9,000 or more.
So he's talking about our 2026 450 off-road shootout. When we were discussing this last week, I was kind of surprised that the Kawasaki won also because it's the least kind of converted bike. But I haven't watched all the videos yet, and maybe these guys they considered the price into their decisions. I think the Kawasaki, and this is very, very typical of Kawasaki for a long time, they make a bike that when put in a shootout environment, it kind of sits in the middle of everything. It doesn't stand out in one area or another. And in a shootout environment, that's a good thing because you're going if you're on one of the fringes, the edges of the performance in one way or another, because you're hopping from bike to bike, that's not really that's not good. So I'll have that. So that's the question there. Somebody says my show was good work.
Patrick Beatty.
Patrick Beatty says it was good work. Let's see.
Love riding my TTR in the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah, because it's a Yamaha.
Yeah.
This show is brought to you by Yamaha. Hey, if you are looking to take your Tenere or Yamaha dual sport bike out, over 250 cc's, of course, that means if you have a WR125, you probably can't go, but I might be able to sneak you in. The Tenere Trek up in Tamarack, Idaho, coming up in early August. Heather and I will be there teaching schools. Do you remember how to teach?
I do.
You do? Okay.
I think.
You remember how to ride?
I do.
Okay, good. So we're gonna teach riding schools up there in Idaho. Also, there's a Blue Crew event, and I think Blue Crew. It's the last race to qualify for the Motocross of Nations. And I wish I remembered exactly where it is, but there's a name that's associated with the place. and I can't remember which place it was at.
I don't know.
But go to Blue Crew. Just search Blue Crew Yamaha race, and if it's free for Yamaha riders. So, somebody wants to know
my website.
Your website.
Meiraki.art.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in here. MERARA.
No, just one R.
MERAKI.art. There we go.
Yeah.
I put it in the chat. It's in the chat now. PBR, wouldn't that be Ronnie Mack? Dude, I was so PBR before there was Ronnie Mack. He's the guy that has the cutoff face helmet, rides the 2-stroke, the Screaming Eagle.
Oh.
And does Instagram videos. You don't follow him?
I don't follow
You're the
him.
only
Sorry.
person that doesn't follow him, I think.
Sorry, Ronnie Mack, if you're out there.
That's
apologize.
okay. We used to be sponsored by PBR for our ultra running. They would give us everything but beer. We got toothbrushes.
I remember you had a hat.
Hats. I got a hat on right now.
Yeah.
Toothbrushes, hats. What else we have?
Neon
Towels, lights, all kinds of crazy stuff. Lessons are back. Okay, so only at the Yamaha event. That's the only time we're going to be teaching that I know of.
Yes.
And Victor, you're late to the show, so I don't know anything. I explained it at the beginning of the show. I don't know that much. I know he's not riding for HRC, but he's still riding. Tamarack only. Bugger. Yes. That's the only time we're going to be teaching. So, okay. The next exciting segment of Tech Talk Taco Tuesday is Rooster Endo, brought to you by Taco Moto. And I'm going to see if I can get this thing up on the screen here. This is going to be tough because I'm going to have to do something here. If I go
Mike
here,
coming in on it?
No.
Or just his picture?
I'll just get I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to go like this. Don't worry, the screen went black for a second, but it's not dead. I'm going to put this here. There's a picture of a sign. It says Scorpion Bay San Juanico, but don't worry, because there's a motorcycle in it. Look, there we go. It's in there. So, and I got it now. Now I have to go to. Does that bike look familiar?
It's orange.
It's an orange one. Okay, so
just kidding.
Let me go. I have to go to here, and I have to go here, and no, and I have to find. Where did he send that to me at? He probably did it the right way and sent it to at Dirt Bike Test. Let's see here. I'm looking for the information on this particular model. Let me see here. Oh boy. So this is a Rooster Endo submission. Rooster Endo brought to you by Taco Moto. That's tacomoto.co. I'm going to go like this. All my computers work a little bit different. And then here it is here. Something may have changed. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
2014 KTM 500. So he did what was required. He said year, make, and model. This is very important because some people can't get that right, and then we have to kind of figure out what it is. He has a list. It says flex bars. This might sound like a bike that I built.
Yes.
Rally navigation stuff. Yeah, stuff.
Lots of zip ties.
Lots of zip ties.
Yeah.
Big gas tank. Leather seat cover. That's a seat concept.
Yes,
no, actually, you know what? It's a Renasco.
Oh, Renasco.
It's an old Renasco seat cover.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
6 gears.
6 gears.
Nitro mousses front and back.
And
purchased from a reputable seller.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody's just gonna think that this whole Rooster Endo thing is a shill. So I can just, well, I would like to say,
if he wins, do you get the money?
No.
Okay.
No, I take that.
That makes it $100 less.
So the way that this works is that you send me a picture of your motorcycle. So you want to enter Rooster Endo. It's really simple. You send it to Jimmy at Dirt Bike Test. You send me your make and model of your bike. You have to put Rooster Endo in the subject line because otherwise I'll lose it. And then you send a picture of your bike. And this is Mike's bike. It's up on the screen right now. He did buy this from me. He had a dream. So this is the story. Mike had a dream of going and riding the Peninsula Baja, and I said, Mike, you should do Nora. And guess what? I can sell you a bike, and I know a guy who can do all your support for you. Go to Baja Bound,
and then you get to cover the whole course or the whole.
He's one of the few people in the world that
actually listened.
That took my advice. That just listened to what I said and took it. And didn't go crazy. I mean, he was nervous because
no question answered.
Minimum questions asked. I should get Wayne on the show and talk about where we went and rode in Wyoming last week. I told him when to show up and bring this bike with a big gas tank
and put some stuff on.
We took some rally navigation stuff. It was actually Mike's rally navigation stuff.
Yeah.
Because I took it off of that bike when that bike came back, and I took it up there, but it didn't fit in Wayne's bike. But Mike Shirley from Rally Navigator is so stoked on Mike McHale, the Rooster Endo contestant. He gave him a full digital setup where nothing worked. And so then I went in my motorhome and found some shit that worked, and we put it on Wayne's bike, and Wayne did the same thing.
You had it in stock?
I had it in stock. It was in stock. So back to Mike's bike. That's the number 5377. It also has an Enduro Engineering skid plate on that bike, from what I recall. It has an FMF 4.1 exhaust. I know this because...
Does it have flex bar foot pegs?
No, but we put KTM Adventure pegs on it.
Oh, okay.
So it has the big wider pegs,
which is good.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have a wider foot peg, because then you have more surface to control the bike.
Yeah. And this bike never hit the ground. He didn't crash the whole time.
That's awesome.
It has the Enduro Engineering grab handle on it. But it has 1 million hours on it. And I told him, don't worry about it, just ride it. Just change the oil maybe once. And that's what he did. And I think he did the air filter once or twice. Did not change the tires the whole way. Tires probably courtesy of Andrew Short.
Yeah.
They were Michelin rally races that were laying around the shop from a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
So this bike, well, it's actually a good. He took this photo during the race. Like, actually, there was he's here in San Juanico, Scorpion Bay. There's really good surfing, so he probably took a picture to show off to all his friends. Like, yeah, I was here, and I didn't surf because he only had like an hour. No, maybe I don't know how long the stop was. We gave him time to fuel up, maybe 20 minutes. So we had a guy come out to the road because there's no gas there. We had a guy come out to the road, and we said, hey, there's a bunch of people that are going to come by and they're going to want gas. So the van is a roost. And Renosco seats rule, total roost.
Thank you, San Felipe Bob.
Let's see. This is his Nora bike, roost. So you're getting a lot of roosts. It's all from the family, we'll call it. The family here that watches what's going on. I want to make sure we didn't miss any comments.
Hi, Victor.
If you put around in your 252 stroke, no racing, how long do you go between top end rebuilds? Well, we'll get to your question in a minute. We're going to keep working on Rooster Endo. It's only missing a front disc guard. No, bikes do not need front disc guards unless you're smashing it into rocks. It's a really good bike. It has 2 pieces of duct tape on the gas tank, and I don't know why. But they're still there, and I cannot tell you what the gummy is going to be like.
Oh, yeah.
The gooey gum is going to be underneath, like when he finally comes back and picks this thing up.
You need the goo gone.
Yeah, it's going to be goo gone. And he doesn't even have the big, this isn't the big gas tank. This is only the 4-gallon tank, not the 5-gallon tank. And he's easily made all of the pits, the Baja Bound support pits and everything like that. And, this bike roosts, full roost. And since you are the only contestant, Mike, like I told people, they don't see you yet. I'll put you there. We'll go here. So we're gonna give it thumbs up. So you are the winner of Taco Moto's Rooster Endo. So here's
winner chicken dinner.
Here's what you got to do. You still, because I'm gonna forget. Like when I turn the show off, I forget everything I did. You have to send me an email and remind me that you won. So it reminds me to send the information over to Taco Moto to get you your certificate. And the best thing about that certificate is everybody that goes there spends way more than that $100 because there's lots of cool stuff over there. Actually, that bike could probably, no, I put the good Golan fuel filter on it. So that has the good fuel filter. It has, I think it might have the Moto 3,000 hour pump in it already.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to look at it. I write on the gas tank all the stuff that I do to the bike. It might be like pretty set up, but I can tell you, we'll find something that you can use for that thing. So, anyways, thank you for playing our game. Again, if you want to do it, Jimmy at Dirt Bike Test, send me the email, put Rooster Endo in the thing, and Mike McHale throws us 3 shakas and some turkeys. Are those turkeys? Or are they claps?
No, those are shaka.
They're
some
claps? They're claps?
And some shakas.
Okay. He's probably sitting in the lifeguard tower right now. Yeah, watching Rooster Endo while at work. That's the joy of being a few hours behind on time.
So, if you want to buy a photo from me,
oh yeah,
you can DM me or email me at heather@mayraki.art.
Okay, yeah, go to our website and click on that. Follow her on the grams.
Instagram.
Instagram.
LewisH_Explorer is my street photography. And my landscapes is Lilia Rose, LILLIA Rose at Gmail. Or no, not at Gmail. Sorry, that's my Instagram. Just Lilia Rose.
Lilia Rose. Just search do Heather I follow Lewis. You?
Yeah, you follow me. Okay. I think.
Okay. I'll if you really need to know, then just reach out to me and I can probably find it. I see your photos on the Instagrams every once in a while. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Right next to my list of motorcycles that I have prepped for you. Hey, I fixed that Husaberg that broke down. You had to tow me back in on.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
So, okay. Let's see if there's any other. We answered most of the questions.
You need to answer the question you told them.
Oh, I was going to answer. Yeah, I got to get back to that one question.
Yeah. The
question was, if you putt around on your 250 two-stroke, no racing, how long do you go between top end rebuilds? That's a good question. Minimum 40 hours. And like, it's funny because people say putt around and like it.
I heard you talking about this the other day.
Yeah. I think when sometimes when you're lugging a bike, it's actually harder than riding it in the normal RPM range, because when you're really lugging it, and we're talking about putting like we're never really cleaning it out, you're going to get excessive carbon buildup. That's going to affect the way the power valve works. The carbon buildup in the piston could cause a little bit of extra wear. So putting around is not necessarily easier than riding it normal. And I've seen people that say they're putting around and they're over revving the bike, they're misshifting it, they're doing bad things. So I think just in general, if you're 40 hours on the low end, 100 hours on the long side, and do it. So when you buy a new bike, do the top end at 50 hours. Just do it. If you have it, do it and look at it and see what it looks like. And then that'll determine, can I go 75 the next time? But really you're just going to do, maybe a piston and rings. And in the old days, I used to just put rings on them because the pistons were still good. But now my time is more valuable than that. So if I'm going to pull the jug off, I'm going to put a piston and rings inside of it. And then I'm going to clean the power valve and stuff like that. So, it's not just about how you ride it. It's about there's a lot of different things. So the bikes are pretty damn durable these days, and you can kind of don't believe what you see on the internet, because that's the same guy that had the one problem that everybody else shared it. That's where you're getting your problems from.
Believe him.
Yeah, I keep a lot of bikes running. So somebody says, "Hi, Jimmy and Heather."
Hello.
Yeah. And who's talented that way? I'm not very talented. Janie's there, my bartender. Hey, Janie, guess what we're having tonight? Loma Azul is the thing. The video is now machinado, not nearly as funny.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, I'm sorry. It's going to be Heather's joke hour. George wants me to pour. Look at Heather's shot glass is all crooked right now. So, and George wants me to pour her
another shot.
Yeah.
Sorry, George.
It sits.
I'm working.
Well, it's trying to stay focused. Could you run out to the cooler in the back of the truck and grab me a beer?
Sure.
Thank you. I'm gonna keep the show. Rolling.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Yeah, I'm serious, because we're gonna walk over and get some burritos. So, okay. Stack Smasher says thanks. Thank you. Oh, Roger Hurd. That's who that was, Heather. Yeah. Hey, Roger. How's it going, bud? Man, I miss racing you and John Brash and all those guys. That was so much fun out in the District 37 desert days. That was good times. And I was glad I was on a KTM because my bike was so fast at the time. Okay. I think we've kind of wrapped this up. I was going to look to see if there was any more stuff that I needed to touch bases on the thing, see if any of my sponsors wanted me to say things out loud. Beta has some trials riding clinics. If you're interested in that kind of stuff. Fasst Company brake clevis. That's what you need to know about. If you want the factory feel of your rear brake, and we talked about the one guy had his rear brake problem, sometimes that play that the stock ones have can make it difficult to know when you're having problems, and the Fasst Company brake clevis can fix that. Any clue where I can find replacement cush drive rubbers? And this is a KTM and a gas sort of thing. You're gonna save some for me?
Garage beer.
It's beer flavored beer.
Beer flavored beer.
It says the garage is always open.
It's a hipster.
They should sponsor
beer.
me.
It's actually pretty good.
It's a classic light beer.
Yeah, it's not bad.
There's not that much alcohol in it. It's only 4%.
Perfect.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. I'm not a super fan.
Let me see how much you can drink before you get too drunk.
I bought it due to marketing reasons. So, okay. What else is going on? Okay. Here's a question that an anonymous member posted up on our KTM Gaskin Husky 4-stroke. Any experience with eBay Chinese radiators? Just punctured my radiator and need to get a replacement ASAP for a trip later this week. OEM radiators are silly expensive. This is correct. I have experience with these radiators, some different ones. Here is the problem. You don't know what you're going to get. I luckily got some good ones. I've had some friends that bought some that were bad ones. And no matter what, they do not fit like the OEM ones. You're going to have to bend, twist, wedge a little bit. There are a lot of times sometimes they're thicker, sometimes they're thinner, sometimes they don't have the same cooling capacity. You just don't know what you're going to get. I think it's getting better, but just kind of beware. Your shrouds might not fit on as smoothly. They can be interfere with big gas tanks. Your fans might not work. Those are some of the issues. And yeah, Roger says, have you? Let's see. Hold on a second. We've had some good races. Yes, for sure. Roger and I had some good races. Roger. Oh, they beat me and Tim in Baja.
Oh,
they killed us. Well, Tim started a tour company during the middle of the race. I always tell that story. He brought like 20 guys out of Matomi Wash.
Oh.
And with our light, we put our light on early.
Because you had your light.
We had our light on early.
Okay.
And Tim brought a whole bunch of guys. That's how he launched his tour company. And then I got on the bike and I had to ride in all their dust till I passed them all. But yeah, Roger smoked us in that race. Roger and John and maybe one of the K-Wells. Probably one of the K-Wells. Those guys were fast. Mm-hmm. Have you tried Willie's Remedy? Let's see. I'm not sure what we're working.
Maybe they're talking about Gary Drummond's. Do you think you will be getting a Ducati 4-stroke and learning how to check and shim a Desmo top end?
We were supposed to get one. I haven't really been pursuing it. And I would like to learn how to. I heard that's really difficult to shim a Desmo top end. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out. So, anyways, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping this show up. If you have any more questions, go ahead and throw up in the chat. If you didn't invite your stupid friend that has dumb motorcycle questions to watch this show, they missed out because Heather makes me nice.
Yes.
And if they asked questions and I was just solo, I would probably be mean. We're talking about Willie Nelson's drink. Have I tried Willie Nelson's drink? No.
I haven't.
Oh, Willie's Remedy. Is that a beer?
It must be a tequila.
A tequila?
Or maybe it is a beer.
I don't know. Sometimes you have to explain things. I'm not very smart.
Let's look it up.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can do that. You know, I can't do it because I'm trying to push all these buttons and make this show work.
Willie's Remedy.
I hope this show gets recorded.
Hey Google, what is Willie's Remedy? THC drinks by Willie Nelson? What?
Yeah, I haven't really gone into the THC thing yet.
Yeah, not the THC. No.
Okay. Heather works for the government.
It's asking if I'm over 21.
That's how you start. Okay, I haven't tried Willie's Remedy, but I do try and recommend a little Loma Azul. So that's what we're having tonight on the show. And what else do we have coming up? There's a lot of Baja 1000 planning questions that are on the Facebooks and things like that. Go to Baja Moto, BajaBoundMoto.com. BajaBoundMoto.com.
Yes.
Those guys know everything. That's probably the best thing to do there.
Not to be an ad about their stuff, but or about their program, but it's the top notch. It is every bike is lined up perfectly when you show up, and the bikes are clean and good and ready and prepped, ready to go. Jen Morton, is a treat to organize stuff with, and if she's on the ride, it's just great.
They've been doing it for a long time. They've seen it all before. It's just kind of like there's one thing that you can't buy, and that's experience.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's when you go with them, you are paying for the experience, and you want to have a good experience, and that's the way. I mean, it's just like anything. People say, well, why don't you sell a shop? Why don't you do tours on different things? And I'm like, I'm not good at that.
You're not good, no.
I'm good at answering questions. I can answer 9 out of 10 without referring to a reference manual. So I'm trying to think if there's any other. I saw one other question. Somebody says, what titty tails are you running? Throwback to Cooper. Remember, he couldn't pronounce tidy tail. He said titty tails.
I didn't know.
And Trevor Hunter is completely responsible for flaking out on his autograph signing and appearances at the Big Bear trail ride this year. Yep, that was all his fault. So he was too busy racing an SRA Grand Prix at Glen Helen. So, okay. Well, they're blowing up bombs in the backyard here, so that's probably a sign that we should
head out.
Yeah, Mike McHale says Baja Bound rules.
Yep.
And then it's a THC infused tonic.
Yeah, sorry, not THC allowed for me.
For you, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need another bad habit.
No.
I was gonna start skateboarding again.
It's probably good. Who knows? It said there's no alcohol. It's THC.
The alcohol's bad.
And it makes you loose and fun. Who knows what else it does?
Losing fun. Well, everybody, thanks for watching this Heather and Jimmy show. Heather answered the big question was the 350 or 300, and amazing. You gave a good answer.
The orange one.
The orange? No, blue.
Oh, it's yes, blue. That's
blue
right.
One. Yeah,
blue.
Brought to you by Yamaha.
Brought to you by Yamaha.
If you would have said, or should I just buy a Yamaha, I would have said yes, just buy a Yamaha.
Okay.
That's what I really would have said.
Yeah.
Hey, how much fun was WR125?
It was actually, I was really surprised.
Okay, so what were you riding? What was the other bike you were riding?
An orange one.
Which one was it? What bike was it?
I was on the KTM.
This is good. What was it?
350?
Yes. That was a KTM 350 you were riding.
Yeah.
This is how much she knows. She really does.
I do know, but they feel the same to me. I don't know.
Okay.
It's hard.
So you're on the 350.
Yes.
You're on our 2014 KTM 350 EXC.
Had a big huge.
Has a 4-gallon tank.
A huge tank, and that's the problem. Like he gives me like big tank bikes and all this stuff. And,
okay.
And like.
I was pretty sure you didn't want to be crunched up on the WR125 a little bit, but it's and the craziest thing for me is that bike is a full-sized bike, but it's a little shrunk down.
It is a little shrunk down, but yeah.
I got to do the video. I got to make the video on it. I recorded a thing, and I have video, so I'll try to get that thing going. So I said, hey, Heather, ride it, because I wanted to video her riding. I wanted someone else riding it other than me.
And then I rode it for the rest of the day.
She wouldn't get off.
I wouldn't get off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked the stability. It was very, very stable in the rocks. I think we rode like yucky, rocky, bouncy roads. And, beautiful scenery, very photographic.
Yeah.
But...
the roads are a little rough.
Bumpy, bumpy. Yeah. And it really was stable. Like, and then Jimmy kept telling me, you need to be careful. Those tires aren't fit for
well, it's just when you're on the rocks and you get in that super soft or the ruts. Or if you get into rut where the car tires have gone down in the mud. Like those tires, like they're just you get so used
they're not gonna grip.
You get so used to just what a real knobby will do, and those are real dual sport tires.
But no, it was really I didn't feel like I was too cramped. It was short. I mean, there's a couple mods.
It's hard to stand all the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're bigger.
Yeah.
And we rode it double.
Yes.
Up to the top of a hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. 125 Yamaha power. Variable valve timing. Super advanced. More than a Ducati Desmo.
Whatever he says.
Okay. So okay, everybody,
thanks,
that's
everyone.
it. That's our thing. And Moto Catfish says he misses your chill.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. Right on, everybody. That's it. We're going to shut this show down.
Bye.
And we'll see you out in the trail. Cheers.
Cheers.
Now I got to remember how to turn this.